Good morning, everybody. This is Mrs. Heath. I'm here to do a Friday read aloud with you. And this will be our last Friday read aloud for a couple of weeks because we are getting ready to go on spring break after next week on Thursday. And thinking about spring, spring is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. I am very much looking forward to enjoying a beautiful weekend of nice weather. So I hope you are too. I hope you get to go outside. I'm going to read a spring book. This one's called When Spring Comes. When Spring Comes. And on the front cover, I see three little animals. It could be little kitties. I think they might be because of this tail, as opposed to a bunny or something like that. Little bird. I see blossoms on the tree limbs. Hoping we will see that soon on our trees. Here we go. When spring comes. Look at this inside cover. How cool is that? All these pictures make me think of spring. Umbrellas, kites, flowers, bees, little kitties, birds, raindrops. When spring comes. My author is Kevin Hinkes. He wrote the words. My illustrator is Laura Dranzak. She drew the pictures. Here we go. Before spring comes, the trees look like black sticks against the sky. This looks familiar, doesn't it? We've seen trees looking like this with the snow on the ground, no leaves on the trees. Usually when you begin to see birds start coming out on those trees, though, you know winter is coming to an end. Sometimes when you see the little red birds, that's a good sign. But if you wait, spring will bring leaves and blossoms. Yes, it will. And little bunnies, butterflies. If you wait, spring will make the leftover mounds of snow smaller and smaller and smaller until suddenly they're gone. Has this already happened in your yard? I know it's starting to happen on our playground. Our playground's almost has no snow on it at all. Those mountains of snow the kids have been climbing on, those are almost totally gone. Before spring comes, the grass is brown. But if you wait, spring will turn it green and add little flowers. You remember seeing those after the grass turns green? You start to see little flowers in the grass. If you wait, an egg will become a bird. A seed will start growing. Spring comes with sun, and it comes with rain, and more rain, and more rain, which is true. We usually have a lot of rain during the springtime. It's helping to water all of our plants and get them green again. Do you like mud? Do you like puddles? I hope you like umbrellas. I know some of my friends that like puddles in this class. They love to splash in them. Do you have an umbrella at home? Before spring comes, the garden is just dirt and empty. But if you wait, spring will push green shoots through the dirt to fill up the garden. So here we have a garden that's pretty empty. Look at the rabbits wondering where everything is. And now the little green shoots, the little green seedlings are starting to sprout up from the ground. And look at the rabbits munching. It almost looks like there's some carrots growing right here. And I wonder what those are. Maybe some beans. And spring will call out the pussy willows and the new kittens too. Pussy willows are these little stick-like plants that have fuzzy ends. They're nice and soft. They call them pussy willows. And a lot of times in the spring, babies are born. And maybe you'll see baby kittens. I happen to have my goat babies being born this spring. They will be born over spring break. Spring can come quickly or slowly. So it looks like spring is sprung in this picture with all of the daffodils. That's the kind of flower that is. It changes its mind a lot. Haven't we just had that happen this week? The snow melted and then we got some more snow on the ground. Sometimes that happens where we live. But when spring is finally here to stay, you will know it. ... You will know when spring is finally here. There will be buds and bees and boots and bubbles. Ooh, bubbles. I like bubbles outside. You really start to see the flowers blooming. The grass is very green. That warm weather is here to stay. That's when you know spring is really here. There will be worms and wings and wind and wheels. Oh, I like that all of those words began with W. Did you notice that? Worms, wings, wind, and wheels. Let's see. Worms in the garden. Wings of the butterflies and birds. Wind is blowing for the kite to fly. And wheels, because you're going to get on your bikes again. Maybe your scooters. Maybe even some roller skates. You will feel it. You will smell it. You will hear it. You can feel it by feeling the warm weather and the wind blowing. You can smell it. Those flowers are blooming, and you can smell that fresh grass growing, and you can hear the birds chirping. Maybe you can hear some of the little bugs starting to come back to life. Spring is coming. When spring is finally here to stay, you might think you are done waiting, but you are not. ... So look, her garden's growing really well now. So you think you're done waiting, but you are not. Now you have to wait for summer. That's true. The next season would be summer when it gets nice and hot. We start getting ready to go to the beach and put our bathing suits on. And look, here's some summer pictures. I like that. It ends with summer pictures. Some flip-flops, a beach ball, fireworks for the 4th of July, popsicles and watermelons that you can maybe enjoy at a picnic. The flowers are blooming. You might dig in the sand. Summer pictures. And that's the end. Here's the back. And it makes me wonder, my question for you today is, what do you want to see when spring comes? What's something you notice when the winter is over and the spring is beginning? Maybe it's something you saw in our book. Maybe it's something you've seen in your yard. What have you noticed the changes that are happening when spring is coming and winter is leaving? I'd like to know. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.